How's it going, everybody? It's AfroDJMac, and I want to talk to you today about a way you can help make some progress in developing your tracks. I've been reading the new book by Dennis DeSantis, Making Music, that's been put out by Ableton. It's a great book for helping you through the different stages of music making, whether it's beginning, progressing, or finishing tracks. And today I want to look at a problem I'm having. I've got a 4-bar loop here. I've got a synth part, a kick part, snare, closed hi-hats, and each one of these loops is 4 bars long. And although I like what I've got so far, I'm kind of stuck and the loop is getting a little boring. So what I'm going to do is use one of the tips from the book and talk about polyrhythms with you. So right now, I kind of like my bass part, I like my kick and snare, but I think I can use the hi-hat to add some different changes. So it's a 4-bar loop right now, but I'm going to change that and make it a 3-bar loop. So I've done that on the push by selecting the different pads for the loop, and I've also, you can see it's changed here. So I'm going to focus in on the 3rd bar of the loop. I'm just going to add in a couple extra hi-hats. I'm going to take one of those out. And what's happening now is this bar is looping at 3 as the other bars are looping at 4, so we get different rhythmic things happening. These hi-hats, this little loop happens at different times, which makes it a little bit more exciting, I think. Another trick we can do to get some polyrhythms is I've got a tom drum, and I'm going to create a clip. I'm going to go into the clip properties, and I'm going to change the time signature from 4/4 to 6/8. So this will give us a different rhythm here, and I'm going to extend my loop now to be 2 bars of 6/8, just like that. And let's double click up here to make it all highlight there. And I'm going to go to my pencil tool, and I'm just going to draw in some notes right here. Maybe we'll try something like this. And that's all I'm going to do, and I'll launch this clip. And now what's going to happen is this loop is now doing, you get that little tom drum there. I'll turn it just a little bit so we can hear it more. And this is looping at an entirely different rate. So now we've got 2 different loops that are looping in different rates. We've got the hi-hats that are a little bit different, and this tom drum that's a little different. Another thing we can do is I can go into my bass part here, and I'm going to play around with the filter. So I've just selected the macro knob that the filtering is on. I'm going to double click on my clip and open up my envelope section, and we see it right here. This is my filter frequency that I want to alter. I'm going to use unlinked envelopes now, which allows me to have my automation loop at a different length than my loop. So by default it will go to 4 bars because that's what I've got. But I'm going to make this, say, an odd number, 11 bars. I'll hit enter. And now I've got 11 bars of automation to play with. And what I'll do here is about right in the middle, I'll draw a breakpoint, and I'll draw one down here. I'll start my filter out relatively closed, and it'll open up gradually over time, and it'll close gradually over time. So now what's happening with my loop is it's got a lot of different variation going on. My filter is opening in at a different time, my hi-hat is playing at different times, and my tom drums are coming in at different off times. So it would take many, many loops of this particular set of instruments for us to get a repeat. And then we've added some nice variation. So those are 3 ways you can do polyrhythms in here. You can do it on the rhythms itself with things like the hi-hats and changing the different amount of bars on your hi-hats compared to, say, the rest of the drum kit. We can add in other time signatures on our loops by using the clip properties right here and changing the time signature of our loop. And we can also make use of Live's unlinked envelopes and give ourselves some automation that changes over a different time period compared to our loop. And that can be a way to add some life to your kind of stagnant, boring, say 4 or 8-bar loops that we tend to find ourselves stuck with. So I hope that helps you out a lot, and definitely check out the book Making Music by Dennis DeSantis, published by Ableton. Super inspiring, lots of great stuff here, so many good ideas for you to get your ideas forward, get your music moving in a positive direction rather than getting stuck. So take care, have fun making music, and enjoy.